Hello everybody, so here is Black Angel again, and I'm here with a short video update just to inform you about why I've been so silent for so long. I think my last video was published in August 2019, and what I want to tell you is I have not given up on videos, and I am actually thinking about some videos that I would want to make. But I'm working slowly in this sense. Sorry about the noises, it's my cat that is jumping everywhere. So I'm working slowly in this sense because my mind is caught up in something else. Long story short, after 1 year of gym, where more than studying, I was spending time at the gym and doing sports, and I've talked a lot about that also. I realized that was not my thing, and it's not like I realized that superficially, like, oh no, I don't want to do that anymore. I actually still want to do that. Problem is, it's not my thing because my health doesn't allow that. I had to stop abruptly because my body started riding against me. I started feeling bad physically. I'm still in bad shape. I've actually spent 1 year suffering greatly, belly pains, stomach pains. My stomach was burning like crazy. I had to take some stuff to make it stop, and it was really awful. And so I had to start with sports, sadly. But still, that pointed me in another direction. Some things happen in my life. I'm not going to go in detail about that because it involves other people. And some things happen in my life. Long story short, I ended up not having the same friends that I used to have. The same friend that I used to have. So change of friend. And this one is better for me because I hear from him only here and then. And I'm talking friends, not talking boyfriends or anything. That's a friend. And yeah, I think I haven't heard from him for about 1 week now. Anyway, that's good for me. And at the same time, while I lost my old friend and I actually dropped him, not dead, but I dropped him. I dumped him, so to speak, after 12 years of friendship. Well, anyway, after that, I started realizing that my self-esteem was actually increasing. That's obviously thanks to my path of personal growth and all the work that I'm doing on myself and with my life. But anyway, things changed and I started reading a lot. I read so many books, it's insane. I'm talking romance, like novels, literature, in English, in Italian, anything. And at some point I'm like, no, I'm not really persuaded about these books. There's something that doesn't, it doesn't, no, that's not, there's, no, this story shouldn't be going in that direction. Why is this person doing, that's not, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with the books that I was reading. That's the most stupid thing you can ever hear. Anyway, yeah, that's how I felt. And I'm like, why am I feeling like that? Well, I'm feeling like that because I believe that I can do better. And if you think you can do better, do better. And I started writing. I followed a lot of advice that I've received over these years, and I started writing. I actually started writing, and I wrote 3 books, 3 dark fantasy books. The first one is 738 pages, the second one is 751 pages, and the third one is around 700 pages. I used self-publishing because I'm not patient enough to wait for editors to read my stories and decide what to do with that. And more than anything, I didn't want anyone to change anything in my books. That's the big story, the big reason why I chose self-publishing. And so I published my books on on Amazon. So my books are now on Amazon. I published the first and the second one, and I'm waiting. Aside from waiting for my cat to decide what the fuck he wants to do. Anyway, I'm waiting for the second one to be out for a while before I actually publish the third book. But it's ready. It's already ready. And so yeah, I did something with my life. I finally did something with my life, and that actually makes me very happy. It's not like I'm making an income from that, or I'm gaining a lot of money from that. That's not what is going on right now. But I was way more successful than I expected. And now I'm actually working on translating the books. I'm writing a fourth book, actually. I'm working on that. I'm working on a fourth book. And meanwhile, I'm also translating those three in English. And I realized that one of the reasons why these three books are so fulfilling for me is, aside from the fact that I actually managed to write them, and I enjoy the story personally. I hope people will enjoy that too, obviously, but the main point for me was to enjoy the story. Another reason is that I managed to build a path of personal growth mirroring the one that I am going through, from the beginning to the end that I haven't reached yet. So that the three books mirror a path of personal growth through one character and other characters, obviously. The third book is a little bit more confused because the path of personal growth is shown through different characters. But yeah, who will read them will know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, that's another reason. And the third reason is that I realized that I actually used all the knowledge that I gathered in those books. So all the books that I read about psychology, all the experience that I accumulated over the years in psychological matters, and my understanding of personality and so on, that's all part of those books, and it shows in everything that I write, actually. My style isn't exactly the way that I would want it to be, but hey, we're never perfect, so especially writers are never happy with their work. So anyway, yeah, I'm quite happy, actually, and I think it shows from my face that I'm very happy about the results. And yeah, so this is the reason why I have been so absent for so long, and what I've been doing and what is going on. So please do not think that I'm abandoning my channel or I'm not willing to do any more videos. I'm actually thinking about what video to make. I'm working on extrovert thinking. That's what I'm giving most attention to right now. That's happening also through my new novel. I actually made a character that feeds off public opinion or something like that. Anyway, that's the metaphor. They metaphorically do this kind of stuff, and I can see that they do that, but it's not what it looks like in the book. Anyway, yeah, so I'm working on extrovert thinking, and when I will come back, I will probably have a lot more to say about ESTJs, ISTJs, ENTJs, and INTJs. I talk a lot about INTJs and ENTJs anyway, so I will probably focus more on the Delta Quadrant, so on the STs with extrovert thinking. I'm also having some second thoughts on unhealthy, so to speak, TI users. I'm having a couple of. I'm looking at them, and I'm seeing some going around, and I'm thinking back of Hitler's typing as an INFJ or an ENFJ. There's split opinions about that. I'm not so far from agreeing with those typings anyway. And I'm looking into the negatives of being a TI user, and I'm seeing a lot of things that are not so much fun actually. So I'm looking at the positives of TI and TE and FI. I'm looking at the positives of extrovert thinking and introvert feeling, and I'm looking at the negatives of extrovert feeling and introvert thinking. So not an easy path for someone that is blatantly more inclined to see the positives reversed. So yeah, that's actually normal. When we identify with something, it's easier to see the positives in that thing. So yeah, I'm actually switching perspective, and I'm not even forcing myself to do that. I'm naturally looking at things with a more detached uh, perspective, from a more detached perspective. Sorry about my English. When I translate, I stop talking. I stop. Like I said, when I start translating, I stop speaking good Italian and good English. It's like it all becomes a mess in my mind. It's so, well, yeah, messy. Anyway, yeah, I think I will close this here. Long life update, and anyway, I will come back soon, or at the soonest. Anyway, it could be months, it could be weeks, it could be days. I don't know. With some video about about MBTI, about the theory. See you soon. Bye.